We are both from Palermo in Sicily, and growing in Palermo, we have been somehow taught to be blind, not to see. And when we decided to write and to direct a film set in Palermo, the idea of blindness was at the core. And the film is about a meeting between two blind persons. The physical blindness of Rita, the main character, the main female character, and the moral blindness of Salvo, the killer. Yes, first of all, we are doing long research, as Fabio was saying, on the team. Also, our previous film, a short film called Rita, was about blindness, and in that case, we were working with a real blind, little, not professional actress. She was around 10 years old when shot. In the case of Salvo, we have an actress, and it is her debut, and she's not blind in real life, but we made a lot of preparation. We somehow forced her to be blind for a long time. She spent a lot of time with blind people, and she started to learn how to deal with normal daily business by being blindfolded. And when we moved to Palermo in Sicily for the preparation of the film, she shared the same house with a blind girl living in a small village near Palermo, and that was the place where she learned also how is blindness in Sicily, how is living blindness in Sicily. And even during the preparation of the shooting, the rehearsal, and the shooting itself, she was wearing a couple of special contact lenses that were made in Rome just for her eyes. They were blinding contact lenses.
Our two Italian producer had to fight a lot to finance the film, especially in Italy. Thanks to the script and the short we made before, we had a French co-production with Arte and two French co-producer, and it was quite easy, but we had to wait for Italy. And we at the end last year we understood that we had to shoot with what we had, because no other money it was possible to find in Italy. So we reduced the script and we cut 1 week of shooting, and we went for the shooting in the summer.
Basically, it's very difficult to finance a film like Salvo nowadays in Italy, because they are always looking for the same stuff, comedies, very, very commercial and cheesy comedies. So without the European support, it would have been impossible. Not only France, but also other European funds, such Media and Eurimage. It's not really the problem. The problem, of course, it's an element, but it's not really the problem. The problem is that they want to make all the films similar. And they are very afraid of something new, and and also the work with the genre. We are working with the genre in the film, with noir, with the black comedy in other part of the film. There is a couple giving hospitality to this killer, where the nuances of black comedy are there, and the work with the genre belonged to Italian cinema a lot in the golden years, but now it seems that we have forgotten it, because there is all this big Italian genre which is comedy, and they are not looking for anything else.
We both come from Palermo, but we met in Torino, where we were studying cinema. And just after the school, we decided to move to Rome to start to work as script writers for television. And we worked for television for almost 15 years, but nothing particularly beautiful or meaningful to us. So in 2007 we decided to stop to work for television. We decided to work on something good for us, and we decided to try to make our own story, starting from Europe, not from Italy. We start to develop the script in some European workshop like Berlinale Talent Campus or Torino Film Lab, and thanks to this European workshop, we met before the co-producer, and then when we came back to Italy, we met also our two Italian producer, and so it was the only way to do this film.
And the first person met during this workshop to believe in our project, while Italy was not believing in it at all, was actually a German script editor who is called Franz Rodenkirchen, and he has developed the script with us all along this long process.
No. The story we wanted is there. Of course, because of this problem of money, it was supposed to have 7 weeks, but was impossible, and so we reduced to 6 weeks. And we made some decision. We decided to cut almost 15 scenes, but without damaging the core of the story. And the story is there. Also, we can feel there is something missing there sometimes, but the story is very clear, and we really achieved what we want.
In terms of artistic freedom, the fact that we had the support of Arte, but not the support of an Italian television, was important because we were free.
Yes. Of course, this is very important to understand, because if a public television come to help you, of course you have to discuss your script with them. It's usually they are not great discussion, and also we had the freedom to have the cast we really wanted, with no famous actors in Italy, and with Italian TV this would have been impossible.
For sure it's gonna be a European co-production, and the reception of the film in France has been amazing during Cannes Film Festival, and already before receiving the awards of La Semaine de la Critique. There's gonna be a release in France in October, and they are waiting for our new project, and it's gonna be for sure a European co-production. Our problem will be again Italy, we'll see. But I think since all our story, all our imagination in Sicily, we are forced to deal with Italy. And we have a couple of ideas. Now we are traveling to accompany the film, because many countries are buying the film, and they ask for our presence, and of course we are happy to do it. When around November, December, we are going back to our studio in Rome, and we are gonna take the decision.